This video is going to be about my Amazon KDP March income report, so let's go ahead and get started. This dashboard is just showing my current day orders and estimated royalties. So it's April 1st right now, so I've currently sold 2 units and estimated to make $3.48. So I guess that's a little sneak peek. And moving over, I want to go to the old income reports because I want to show here that I actually sold a book, at least one, every single day in March, which is my very first time doing that. It has been a goal of mine since I started Amazon KDP to actually sell a book every single day in a month, and I finally achieved it. So I started KDP in December 2021, so it definitely has taken some time to get here, but I am so thankful and so excited. So my highest unit sold is 9, and that was on March 29th. And then I actually sold 8 on the 6th and on the 17th. And then I sold 1 on March 28th. So it kind of varied quite a bit between 1 and 9. And then all of these other days, it just changed. Like, it wasn't really the same amount of units sold every day. It just varied. So I'm really happy about that. But I just wanted to show these old reports so I could actually go over the lines without revealing all of the books and everything. So let's head on over to my actual orders for the month of March, and I'll also get into like what books sold and if I ran ads, things like that. So definitely stay tuned. So for units ordered, again, this is for April. So right now I'm at 2 since it's the first day of the month. So let's click on last month. And I'm really excited. This was actually my highest units ordered month with KDP so far. So I sold 142 units. And I am so thankful for this and so excited. So here you can see the actual graph of like in the new reports of all the units ordered. But if you go over the lines, then it reveals all of your books. And I just don't want to do that right now in fear of like people copycatting or sometimes people even report books for some reason. So I just don't want to risk it. But I have 249 books, and I don't think all of those are live because excuse me, my voice is like going out right now. So I don't think all of those are live because I just unpublished 2 books the other day, and I don't think the number changed. And I unpublished them because I was worried about like copyright and trademark things because I created them a while ago and I didn't really know anything. So I'm not really sure if this is how many are actually live, but I do have around that many books. And the date here is March 1st through 31st of 2023. So moving over to my royalties, which is probably why you're actually watching this video, and I'm glad my voice kind of got better. That was a little weird for a second there. So for royalties, this is also my highest paid royalties with Amazon KDP so far, and I am just super thankful. And now I have a new goal in place. So $3.48, that's for April. Let's go to last month here. And the total for my month of March for Amazon KDP is going to be, if it will load, there we go, $338.33. So to some people, this might not be a lot, but to me, this is a really good amount of money. This pays for more than my car payment. Like, I am so happy about this. So I haven't actually made over $300 a month yet. So this is my very first month doing that. And that is a goal that I had. So my new goal is going to be $400 a month, and ultimately I'm trying to get to $2,000 a month with KDP. So I'll move over to the old reports. You can kind of see the country breakdown. So I'm located in the US, and my most units sold or like most like royalties come from the US market here. And then another good chunk comes from the UK, and then it's kind of spread out through a few other different countries. And I just find it really cool that I get to sell books throughout like the entire world. Like, people who live thousands of miles away from me can actually buy my books, and it's just like really cool. So I love that about Amazon is that there's millions of people on it from all different countries, and you have the ability to reach all these different target markets. And honestly, like, there is no limit, like with KDP. Like, the commission and the royalties, like, there is no cap. Like, it's limitless, and that is just a great part about KDP. And moving on to ads, I don't run ads. I've only run ads a handful of times, and I've spent about, I think I just looked and it was like $13 total in my entire time with KDP so far. And I just don't have the time, effort, or money to really deep dive and devote to ads. So I just don't really run them right now. So $0 spent and $0 in sales. And I'm happy with that because my goal is to actually have all these sales be organic because I want KDP to be passive. Like, I want it to get it to a point where I don't have to do anything and I still make like $2,000 a month. Like, that is my goal. And I completely believe it's possible because I will actually show you my lifetime currently with KDP. So you're going to get a little bit more of like a sneak peek here. But I have been doing organic sales basically the whole time. Like I said, I spent a total of $13 on ads since I started KDP. So that's really not much to really count as a lot, in my opinion. And oh my goodness, I'm so close to $2,000 total with KDP. I did not realize that until now. That's so cool. So looking at my previous history with KDP, and again, I'm not saying any of this to like brag or anything. Like, I'm making 300 something dollars a month. I'm not making like 30 grand. But even if I was, like, I'm not bragging. I'm just simply showing my journey and hoping to inspire you. Like, I started KDP in December 2021. It's been over a year since I started it, and this is where I'm at. So, anyways, moving on, talking about making like $2,000 passively and how I think that's possible. Because if you look at my history here, like, the line has been going up, which I'm really thankful and grateful for. But for those few months between like September and December 2022, kind of like in the middle in this section here, you can see that the lines are kind of all the same. And I didn't really publish anything. I kind of stopped working it for a little bit. I might have published like one or two, but I really wasn't doing anything. So that was all just organic passive sales. And it was around like $160. So if I can do that at $160, like, I can duplicate that effort and make my baseline be like 2 grand. So that's why I believe that this can all be passive. But of course, like, everyone, if you don't believe me, like, that's fine. But that's my goal there. So moving over to actually like what sold, like what kind of books sold and how many books did I create, things like that. So my best seller by far is going to be scrapbook paper. And my best seller was actually one I created in June 2022 when I bought the Passive Income Accelerator program. And I highly recommend that program. I believe that truly changed my business. So that was my best seller. And then I had a bunch other different scrapbook paper and craft paper pad sell. So that is the majority of my units ordered and my royalties. So I also sold a type of sketchbook kind of paper. Like, I'm not sure the whole fancy name about it, but it's those books where you just have like kind of like blank pages, but obviously I have some like designs in there because you can't really have blank pages with KDP. And then people buy them and they can draw in them and do things like that. So that one actually sold a good amount. I think like maybe 7 or 8 or so units ordered, I believe. So that was one of the niches that started selling. And that book is a new one that I actually created while doing the Rachel Harrison Sund program that I bought in March. I believe I bought it in March. I have not finished the program yet, but that program helped me create that book. Like, I actually followed the program to the best that I thought that I could at the time and created that book, and it has been selling. And it just really shocked me because I sometimes struggle going into new niches, especially ones that are more highly like competitive and things like that. So to be able to make organic sales off of it is just really, really cool. Like, it doesn't have the look inside feature, and I haven't had time or done the A+ content yet because I'm still trying to learn that and I have to watch that portion of the course. So it's just been selling organically from the keywords and things that I have on there. So that's been really cool. And then another book that sold, I believe, was a coupon book that I have, which seems to sell like around holidays. I seem to get some sales. And I think it's just because it's like it could be a present, so that's my guess. But I believe I did sell some of those in March as well, but I didn't double check, but I'm pretty sure that I did. So majority of my sales, like probably 120 plus of them from the month, all came from scrapbook paper or craft paper pad. So I really hope that was helpful. And like, if my only tip to you is just keep being consistent. And it's okay if you need to get some extra help. Like, I don't think you need to spend money or buy courses to be successful at KDP. But after buying the course from the passive income templates and doing that whole program, it completely changed my business. Like, I'll go back to Lifetime here, and so that way you can see, like, in June what kind of happened. So if you look here, I was making basically nothing. Like, I bought it in June, and then you can see the line just jump up, and then you see it jump up again, and then it kind of leveled out in the 160s because I was stopped working, and then it jumped up again when I started working in January and February, and then I bought the Rachel Harrison Son program in March, and I just made over $300 in the month. So I didn't actually count like how many of the new books sold and things like that, but a bunch of the new books did sell. I'm not sure how many. It could have been like 10 units ordered, like I don't know, but the sketchbook paper or sketchbook was actually one of the new ones, and I know that sold about 7 or 8 of them. So I think that definitely did help me get over $300, and I definitely think programs are helpful. So if that's something you can afford and it's something you think is going to benefit you, then I do recommend it. But you don't need ads. You don't need to spend money to make money with KDP. And I also use Canva. So I don't really use many other um, programs to actually create my books right now. I mainly just use Canva, but I do use free extensions as well, like the AMZ Suggestion Expander and the Self-Publishing Titans and things like that. So I really hope this video was helpful. I hope that it was inspiring, and I hope that your KDP business is going well. So I'd love to know how your March went for KDP, and if you have any questions or things like that, please let me know in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope that you have a great day.